they found that the ventilator days, the ICU days, the timing to attaining of hemostasis, all were decreased when viscoelastic method as a measuring tool to guide blood production in trauma induced coagulopathy. And the final trial which came was the ITAC trial in 2021, again a multicentral trial, which compared viscoelastic method with the conventional clotting test, and they found that there is no difference in mortality. So based on this, the ITAC group gave an algorithm. Here, if you can see that there is fibrinogen, when to give fibrinogen, when to give platelet, when to give plasma, and when to give tranexamic acid. And first one is for the rotum, and the second one is for the neck. So if you come CFI of 10 millimeter, you are going to give additional 5%. If extem CFI is less than 30, you are going to give an additional pool of platelets. If extem CFI is 40 millimeters or extem is more than 80 seconds, you are going to give an additional unit of plasma. And if your LY30 or LI30 is less than 85%, you are going to give 1 gram of tranexamic acid. Now coming to the conventional clotting test, which most of us have, and we don't have viscoelastic test in place there. So if fibrinogen is less than 2, you give fibrinogen in the form of cryoprecipitate or 5% concentrate. If platelet is less than 1 lakh, you add a pool of platelet. And if the INR is more than 1.2 or 1.3, and fibrinogen more than or equal to 2 gram, you give additional unit of plasma. We added one more thing into this algorithm. That is, if you look at the D dimer, if it's more than 500 microgram per liter, you give tranexamic acid. This was same as the one which Monroe et al. Had done, which is the gold director for trauma-induced coagulation. So at the end of 6 hours, whatever said and done, these are the things which you have to achieve. These are the goals at the 6 hours of rescue. That is, there should be no further hemorrhage. The systolic BP should be balanced, 80 to 90. The temperature should be more than 35 degrees Celsius. The pH should be more than 7.30. Hemoglobin should be more than 7. INR should be less than 1.5. APT should be less than 40. Fibrinogen level should be more than 1. And if the patient is having a low platelet, if not having any traumatic brain injury, the platelet average value is 50,000. If he is having traumatic brain injury, it should be more than 1 lakh. And the ionized calcium level should be more than 1.1 millimole per liter. So these are the goals of resuscitation in trauma-induced coagulation. Any questions?
I think we're going to save questions until the end of all the sessions. So thank you, Ajay. Excellent presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for coming. It's early in the morning. For some of you, I know that it's challenging to hear speakers in another language, so I'm going to try to speak slowly. There is no topic that I like to speak more about than this. Syncope is about 1 to 3% of all emergency visits, and in our lifetime, it will happen about 48%, which means you or I, one of us is going to syncopize. So we kind of have to know a little bit about this, and this is everything you're going to see. What this talk is not about is it's not about a biomarker. It's not about troponin. And I'm going to even try to tell you that it's not about the EKG. For real. What I'm going to tell you is it's really about how you feel. Now, let me give you some housekeeping tips. Here are my conflicts of interest. I routinely lie about seeing fundoscopy or JVP, just like you. During COVID, I barely examined people. But what I do is take history. And what I want you to get from the end of this talk is the realization that history is queen. that history is everything. And that everything I want you to take from this talk is about your ability to talk to people, to go back to basics.